decided for my second build here in the Big Spring Contest, I'm going to stay in the sci-fi category. May even stay in the theme of prototype. This time we're going a little different. This time we're going, since there's not a figure category, I can definitely put this in sci-fi because I can justify it. We're going with the Iron Man 3 Heartbreaker armor. Just to show, it is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, March 23rd. And all pieces are still in the bags. After my work on the Mark 42 kit, I'm not too worried about how this thing's going to go together. I'm also figuring it'll go together fairly quickly. I like the fact it's designed to go in sub-assemblies. Make painting it a lot easier. At this point, I'm just ready to get started. And I figure, if the Mark 42 is any indicator, this build will go very quickly. Okay, greetings and welcome to yet another really fast dragon model build. I haven't glued the headpiece down, mostly because I want to see how the shoulder pieces interlock to it. But at this point, this is the first 3 steps of the Heartbreaker build. Like on the Mark 42 that I did before, a lot of the seams are along armor panel lines. So far, this thing has almost, and I do mean almost, been a snap-together build. Those 3 steps took me all of about 20 minutes. Next step's going to be to finish the torso work. Then I'll do the head, the arms, and both legs. If I can get even half an hour a night, I could almost, I mean it, I could have this thing ready for paint by the weekend. I'm not going to push for that, but this build's going to go really fast, which both worries me and makes me very happy at the same time. So we'll see how it plays out. Okay, back at it on the Heartbreaker. I've completed the torso and upper legs. I decided not to worry about masking the arc reactor on this one because unlike the Mark 42, there's not a detail plate behind it. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint the clear piece. Also got the head done. Again, I'll just paint the eyes. It's got the rubberized piece to go over the neck. I may or may not be at paint stage by this weekend. Depends on how work on the arms and the rest of the legs go. But it's definitely moving when I get a chance to actually work on it. Problem is, I just haven't had a lot of time this week. Alright. Disregard what I said earlier about not being able to get assembly done before this weekend. Congratulations, Dragon. We have another shake and bake kit. There. Fully assembled. Well, his head's not permanently attached yet. That's so I can paint it. And I haven't actually glued his legs and stuff on. But that's basically ready for primer at this point. Unlike the Mark 42, He can stand on his own without a base. Still debating what I'm going to do paint-wise. Obviously, the first thing I got to do is get a coat of primer on him, so that's going to be priority today. But that's basically how he looks assembled. Turn the head so it's actually facing the direction it'll face when assembly's done. But next stop is primer. Apologize for being on shaky cam. I don't have a tripod here in the spray room. But I do have a lovely coat of Vallejo dark gray primer on all the parts now. I have also made an addition to the spray booth in the form of just a portable lamp that I can lay on top of it and give me a little more light inside. That will greatly help me later on when I'm actually doing paint coats. But at this point, primer's on. Next stop's color. Alright, back on shaky cam, back in the paint booth. What I have done at this point is hit everything with a coat. Tester's Champagne Gold Metallic, if I could talk this afternoon, for the base color. And then I'll come back in and hit the boots, the gloves, the torso, and part of the helmet with transparent red to give more of a traditional Iron Man look. We'll see how it turns out. Been another busy day. At this point, what we have here are a whole bunch of Iron Man parts. I've gone in and sprayed the boots, gloves, shoulders, back of the helmet, and the torso with Tamiya Transparent Red to give me a color scheme reminiscent of, if not totally faithful to, the standard Iron Man colors. Let's see if I can get this to focus up close enough. Entirely free-handed. Very happy with how that turned out. At this point, I need to let some of this sit for a bit. And I will get to detail paint and assembly. Okay, and at this point, I've gone in, done a little bit of detail painting, but not much. Let me slide this over so we're actually looking at the guy. Went in, painted the repulsors, eyes, and arc reactor in white, and then gave him a coat of Tamiya Transparent Red. Mostly because I figured the red went better with the color theme I was working with here than the traditional blue of the arc reactor would. Went in and picked out some minor details in silver. Zoom that in so we can see it a little better. Both here on the chest piece. Take this slowly. And just some little stuff like down here on the leg. Didn't want to do a whole lot of the silver that we see in the movie versions, but all in all, I am very happy with how this turned out. Very quick build. The engineering Dragon put into this kit, like the Mark 42 I did before it, is great. Very little in the way of seams to work with. I'm going to call this build done. Put some stills at the end of it so we can take a look at, a better look anyway, at the finished piece. And I'll thank you all for watching.